patuloy yung paghahanda ng Gilas Pilipinas para sa tatlong sunod-sunod na tournament na harapin nila. Ang Jones Cup ngayong buwan at ang SEA Games at FIBA Asia Cup sa Agosto. Sa Jones Cup at SEA Games, ang young guns ng Gilas ang magre-representa ng bansa. At pagdating naman sa FIBA Asia Cup, ang mga Gilas veterans na ang mag-take over. Pero nagdedelikado pa yung plano na yan dahil hindi pa sure ang Gilas kung i-release nga ng mga PBA teams ang kanilang players. Makakausap natin ngayon ang member ng Gilas coaching staff na si Coach Jong Uichico. Coach Jong, welcome to The Score. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, TJ, for inviting.
Salamat. Alam ko napaka-busy buong team for preparing for everything that's going on, no? Alis na kayo ng Friday, no?
Oo.
Tama, okay. Well, pag-usapan natin una, Coach, yung paghahanda para sa Jones Cup. Everyone's excited to see the first tournament of this batch of Gilas na pinaghahandaan. Lalong-lalo na, it's such a young team na, you know, a lot of these young stars na kagagaling na ng UAP, NCAA, or freshly into the PBA. How have you seen them develop so far the last few weeks?
So far, so good. No? We've been practicing for a week or so now, and you know, we're all excited to see how this bunch of players really will perform in the Jones Cup.
Alam natin, Coach, magagaling sila individually, pero as always, ang susi dyan kung paano natin na-gel as a team, no? Which is always a challenge. Every time we have a national competition, the time that we have to prepare together. Sa nakita nyo na sa tatlong tune-up games, no, na linaro na po ng team, I know Coach Chot said he wasn't quite happy with everything. The wins were there, pero meron po ba tayong mga bright spots na nakikita na, you know, it shows progress that we're going to the right direction?
Well, sa first game ng NLEX, talagang sama ng laro because it was the first scrimmage game that we had. Pero after that, when we played Blackwater, medyo gumanda-ganda ng konti. Then we played Alaska. The game was really close. Medyo maganda-ganda. And today, we scrimmaged a little bit with Phoenix. Also. Just a surprise scrimmage lang.
Surprise scrimmage.
Yeah, just because they were practicing in the same venue.
Okay.
So, you know,
Might as well.
Might as well. Sige, konting mga 20-minute scrimmage lang. Just to, before we leave, mag-gel sila, mas lalo na sila mag-gel. Pero okay naman yung progress. We'd like to progress a little bit more, pero okay na rin. So far, so good.
Coach, if we can break it down to some of the key players na lalo na a lot of the fans are looking forward to seeing them in action after not seeing them for quite some time. I guess top of the list sa curiosity na maraming tao si Kiefer Avena. Matagal siya nag-invest ng panahon sa US to go for his dream to try to play there. But obviously that must have benefited him and make him a better player. What have you seen from the Kiefer before and the Kiefer that's been training with you now, and even in the recent FIBA 3-on-3 na maganda ang linaro niyo doon?
Well, Kiefer is, you know, he plays with his head. He plays really smart. Pero yung experience niya doon sa D-League, medyo gumaling siya nag-improve siya ng, you know, malaki. Because he's been playing with better players than him, and he really has to find ways to compete with them. So pagdating dito, medyo nandun pa rin yung pagkatalino niya sa laro, and he became a better player. So he's a great asset to the Gilas program.
Yun naman talaga ang inaasahan ng lahat na yun na lang yung habol, di ba? He's always had the high IQ. High school pa lang, di ba? Ever since we saw that na Kobe Paras is another interesting guy. If I'm not mistaken, the youngest guy on the squad, no?
Yes.
Being only in second-year college. How is he coping hanging with these guys? May mga PBA players na, may mga nag-graduate na ng college, and yet siya pinakabata. Kamusta si Kobe para sa team na
He competes naman. Nagko-compete naman siya. He plays so hard. He's so athletic. He can dunk the ball like in the dunking contest. He just needs a little bit more experience in terms of playing. Siyempre, he'll get that in the States, and I'm sure that when he gets that in the States, he'll become a really mature player. He's still so young, and he's got the talent, he's got the potential to become a really great player. And if he gets the playing time in the States, and he'll become a great asset for the Gilas, and of course for the PBA if that happens.
Yun yung kinulang sa kanya, no? Kasi nga, limited yung playing time niya this past season, and that's why he moved, obviously, to get more playing time.
But malaking bagay kasi yung naglalaro yung player. I can do any skill work that I can do every day, but at the end of the day, it boils down to playing the game.
Actually playing. So will he get to still play his regular position? Do you see him at the wing dito po sa Gilas natin?
Well, we tried, Coach Chot tried him a little bit at the 4, but he's really comfortable at the 3. So okay rin naman siya sa 3. He's got some size, he's got quickness. So okay din naman siya sa 3, but he'll also have to learn how to play some 4, especially when he gets to the PBA.
Okay, we got some interesting names coming in. yung field German natin na si Christian Stan Hardinger. I'm not pronouncing it correctly, I'm sure, especially to his standards. Kamusta siya? Kamusta tong big man na to na marami ng... for the past few years, we've heard of his name. And ngayon na siya naging available para sa Gilas. Kamusta siya ngayon?
Hard worker, really. The first time I saw him, he just worked on his game. Really a hard worker in practice, hard worker in the games. He runs up and down the floor. He's not a back to the basket player. He's a face-up player. Has a great medium-range jump shot. He works really hard, and he has a knack for the ball. He crashes the boards. He rebounds. Not very athletic, but really is a hard worker. And he's a great 4 or 5 man that can defend the post. Strong, big, and he just really has a lot of motor in him.
So Euro-style big man ito. Medyo may tira sa labas pero kaya magbanggaan sa loob.
Tama, yes.
Alright, interesting to see how he will develop. Okay, Coach, this Jones Cup, we don't normally see all the teams bring their national teams. Medyo complicated yung setup nito. May Canada team pa na parang all-star team na pinagbuo nila no last minute. How are you looking at the competition if you are right now? How much emphasis is on scouting, pinaghahantan yung kalaban, or how much emphasis on really getting this team together? Because 9 days to go, I'm sure this is not exactly where you want the team to be right now, considering the way the tune-up games have gone. Pero paano yung balance yun? Tinitignan yung kalaban, yung paghahanda ng team natin.
Ang priority talaga is to get the team really to play well together.
Okay.
That's a priority.
Number one yun.
Scouting will always be there. We know the lineup of Canada, we know the lineup of Japan, Korea, and Chinese Taipei. We know the lineup also of Canada, but we'll still have to find out, how their selection.
Right,
so we'll just try to do their individual tendencies. But the rest will be real teams like Iran. Usually the Middle East countries send their national teams.
Okay.
And I think Japan and Korea and Chinese Taipei, of course,
for sure, yeah,
will have their national teams. But they're the younger ones now.
Right.
So they're like us. We're in a transition period. So it'll be the Jones Cup will really be a very interesting tournament for us.
Pati yung format kakaiba, mahirap. Tama ba? Every day may game, 9 straight days?
Yeah, we'll be playing 9 straight games. So good training ground then. For example, you go to the FIBA Asia, almost the same scenario. Kasi ang problema sa PBA players, we're not used to playing day to day, tomorrow, the next day. We're sanay tayo sa one game, day break, one game, day break. Pero ito, good training ground tournament para masanay yung katawan natin maglaro araw-araw.
Coach, obviously with this young team that you're putting here, big picture din ang tinitignan ng buong Gilas program. You're looking way ahead to develop these young players. Kung may mensahe ngayon ng SBP at ang Gilas sa ibang mga teams, sa ibang mga coaches, sa UA, PNC, even the juniors, how can they help, somehow develop their players that could prepare them better for national team duties like this?
Well, make their players available in the under 19, under 16.
Yun pa lang.
Yun ang yun ang
that's right.
Grassroots, kumbaga, yun ang foundation.
And madalas problema yun. Kasi ongoing yung mga tournament, or they don't want them to get injured during pre-season. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yun ang training down. Sa amin, yung mga after under 19 or under 16, sa amin na mapupunta yun.
Right,
Pero yun ang foundation talaga. Dapat they should, for me, in my opinion, they should make their players available for the under 16, which is, they want the Sayaba also.
Right,
Ang lalaki ng player, you see the potential.
Correct.
So doon talaga sila gagaling.
And to get them stay together for relatively good period of time.
That's the ideal situation.
Correct.
And then they go to the they increase under 18, 19, and then eventually they'll be Gilas players.
Yun talagang long-term program.
Yes,
And that's what most countries have done.
Of course, yes. And you see that the program has been very successful.
Absolutely. Alright, sige Coach, siguro pantapos, anong maasahan ng fans ng Gilas sa Jones Cup in particular? What should they expect? What can they expect from this squad?
Laban, Pilipinas, puso. We really work hard. We'll try our very best. The players will try their very best to win the championship and improve day to day. And hopefully that we do get the FIBA Asia, the Southeast Asian Games, and eventually end up in the world.
All right, and that is the big picture. That's the big goal. So maraming salamat, Coach Jong. All the best to Gilas Pilipinas. And we want to see all the boys do their best talaga and bring home everything they can. Salamat.
Thank you very
Coach
much.
Jong.
Thank you.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.